Hello and thanks again for joining me for another episode of Escape the Pacific. So we did a major upgrade on our raft on the second story there in the last episode. We're just going to add one more little addition. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into roofs and floors. Just going to do this basic wood floor. I'm going to pop it up there. And a couple more long sticks. Pop them in. Big branch. Pop that in. Whack away at it with our hammer. Okay, so the reason we've done that is because when we go up here, put our hammer away, dropped a couple of frames there. Okay, now if we point down here, we now have the option to sit, so we can sit on this little rooftop thing if we want. Now the other thing I'm going to do is we're going to focus on the little door there, and we're going to hold down our right mouse button and loosen that. Focus on absolutely nothing and press P to put our rope back. I'm just going to left click, stand back a bit, left click again, that's the position I want it. Pull out our rope, tie that back on, hold down E, now it opens in ways. Like that a bit better, so sit down here, we can, yep, sit down right here, get a pretty decent view. Alright, so from up here we can operate like a couple of these sails, but well, we can only sort of do two of them manually. And we can sort of spin them around. Now it will spin all of them, but it'll only put up and down the ones that you actually put up and down. So, and they won't go down like in the opposite direction. They'll just go straight up. So that's not really too particularly useful, but it is an option. So I'm just going to hop down here. Alright, now one more thing. So we get these wall lantern holders. What you can do with these, any of your walls, you can point at whatever spot you want and hold down our left mouse button and attach it. Now before you can use it, do need to give it a couple of hits with the hammer. Okay, and if you want to take it off, then you need to give it a couple more hits with your hammer with the right mouse button. So now we can pull out this lantern here. You can also use the candle lanterns. Put that up there. Okay, so now if you point up there, you can take the lantern. Point down here, so if you had a bottle or a jar with oil, you could fill up the oil or take the oil out of it from there. But that's that. We've got a few more of those lantern holders back at our base, so we might put a few more on a bit later on. Now just pop out our map. So we're on M, which we're just going to call ritual due to this ritual statue over here. Just going to have a look around now. We've got L over there. Nuts over there. Not much. Our starter there. More nuts there. And a whole lot of nothing else. So I think before we head back to our base, which is huge trees up to the north there, I think we'll check out L, because it's the only one down in this sort of sector that we haven't looked at yet. So that is over there. So I'll pop our raft out. And what I'll try and do is show you some of the tricky things that can happen when you do start. Well, technically it can happen on any raft, but when you start getting a really big raft and 2 stories, you can have a few issues with the physics. You never want to have anything dropped loose on the on your raft or on the floors up there, because they will seriously mess with your ride, even if it's just a feather. Anything loose rolling around on your raft is going to severely mess up your stuff. So I'll just wait until we're sort of pointed in the right general direction, which we are. Alrighty. So, alright, we're going to go up here. You can see we got up there no problem. We kind of get pushed back this way, so it kind of helps us get up. Come out here if we want. But when you try and go down, and this is not an issue with the door, it's an issue with the ladder, we can get stuck. And you'd be tempted to jump down. And what can happen when you jump down is a couple of things, and both of them happen. So we started sinking. So when that happens, you want to hit U. Just tap on U, as long as you're pointed at your raft module, and that'll put you back on. Okay. We cop some fall damage as well. So we don't want that happening. So what we can do about that, instead of going down the ladder, come out here, and we're not gonna jump, we're just gonna step off the side gently, and we shouldn't have any issues. So that's one thing to keep in mind. You don't want to be jumping down there. So now if you do sink, yep, you have to be very quick and try and point at your raft, hit U. It'll put you back on it, because as soon as you start sinking, you will be dislodged from the raft and you will be in swim mode. And so hitting U while you're focused on the raft, you'll have the U option to get on. Do that if you can, as long as you can reach it. Otherwise, you are going to have to probably drop your bags, otherwise you're going to sink. And you'll lose all your stuff, and your raft might sail off without you. It will usually come back up to the surface. Now, if it happens up here, if you're still up here when it does the sinking, you can get dislodged and stuck in these floors, and you'll have your swim bars up, like it'll have the health and oxygen at the top, but you'll kind of be stuck in here and you won't be able to move. And you won't be able to reach the bottom of the raft to hit you. So what you can do though, is if you point at your floor, and you can hold down E and sit, and then escape, and that'll bring you back to a normal sort of position. So we're just gonna gently jump off here. Well, not jump, just step off. See how we're going, getting there. Okay. So just gonna sit down, do the old fast travel, and I'll be back to you in a moment when we're a bit closer to the island. Okay, so we're coming up on the island. I see a barrel there, some mangroves, there's a shipwreck over there. See a crate in front of us. I don't think it's one that we can break down, which is what we really want. Let's try and flatline these sails. There we go. Okay, let's have a look. So grab this barrel. It does have some water in it. A few goodies in there. What have we got? Water. Grab that water out of there. Pop that back in. Empty jar. Okay. Let's have a quick look around. Another fireplace. Still no axes around it. But we've got plenty of axes, and as long as we look after the one we're using, remember to sharpen it up every time it starts getting a bit low, then that should last us for quite a while. We only really need a spare one if we kind of lose our bags or lose our raft with our stuff on it. So grab that salt. Alrighty, that was a very small island. Not much here at all. We'll check out this wreck. So we'll pop that in our bag. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Yep. Alrighty. So go for a swim. See what's on this wreck. And then we'll be heading back to our base to unload some stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty shallow wreck. Looks pretty small. Nothing there. There's a crate there. And it's not going to let me pick it up. Alright. So sometimes you get this UI glitch. Stops you from being able to pick stuff up. So best thing to do is to save. Quit right out and load back up again. Okay, let's try that again. So, I mean, this is still early access, still has quite a few issues. The issues that have been around for quite a long time. So I do hope they fix them soon. Now we can pick it up. So, alrighty, we'll carry that back. That was the only one on there. So yeah, if you do get glitch there where you can't sort of interact with anything, then pop down a save. Don't just reload your save, actually quit right out of it. So close the whole game down and reload it from scratch. So let's see, got another axe there, some oil. Alright, so I'll pick this up. Alrighty, what have we got in this one? We've got more oil, muddy water, water there, Alright. This barrel is empty. So, alright, we'll drag our raft up. Don't want it bobbing up and down while we're trying to tie stuff to it. So drag this up. I'm not putting my tool crate on the front because we usually come into an island front first. Gonna need a few ropes. So on the front, sort of easy access. Grab that barrel. Pop that in here. We'll sort these out when we get back to base. We'll dismantle that bed. Tie this barrel down here. And what we'll do is we'll fill that up with oil. And there's another glitch where I've got my rope and bottle all mixed up. Alright, we're going to want one more strong rope as well, so let's quickly make one of those up. Alrighty, so now we've got empty bottle there. So what have we got in this one? Bread, another lantern holder. Empty jar, not much. More oil there. And it's still glitching out my rope. So I'll pour that in there. So, I mean, the only thing that really goes bad in these barrels is water. So, you can put all sorts of stuff. You can put oil, you can put soil, put a bunch of things. So, alright, I'm going to tie these on. And, yeah, I suppose we'll just tie them on the front. Try and even out the weight. Not going to worry about positioning them too much because they're just going to come off at the other end at our base. Pop this one on. Tie that on. And we'll just have a quick look. And because we saved and reloaded, our sails have gone up. So we just want to hit U and escape. Don't want to put it out on the water with sails up, it'll sail away. Okay, let's just see if there is anything else around here. We've got K over there, which is quite a distance. Got C. A starter over there. That one there's not showing up for some reason. Ritual where we just came from. Alright, so we're pretty much done with this corner of the map. So I'm going to start heading back to Huge Trees, which is our base. So pretty much straight north. But that's going to do it for this episode. So I'll sail back to our base and unload our stuff. And I guess we'll explore the other islands around. See if we can find those final planks to finish off the rest of our walls. But that'll be a bit later on. So if you did enjoy this episode, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.